Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday, Leo here. Hope everyone is having an awesome week thus far. Like I said, want to go live again today. To kind of share some more, of what I've learned, and some things that I feel as though that affiliate marketings may be struggling with. That we all kind of go through at some point in time. So I know that we're going to talk about something that I believe that I know that drove me crazy. It still drives me crazy at sometimes, as well as other affiliates. I'm sure is that and that's getting sales. So I know y'all go through, you get a few sales, then nothing. Then you have a great week, then it's crickets, and then you start wondering, if it was just luck. Um, if you ever been there, then I think this might help. This live that I'm doing today. Um, um, Inconsistent results are not a sign of failure. They are more of a sign that something needs to become more stable. All right. When I first started out, I thought that one good week meant I had cracked the code and everything else is going to work out. I'd like, oh yeah, I figured it out. Had an awesome week, awesome day. Now that that's happening, now it's going to continue to happen. And then the next week, silence. All right. It was frustrating, but I knew over time that I learned that the issue wasn't the system, it was me. I wasn't being consistent. I wasn't showing up. Like I mentioned before, when I started out going live again, beginning of the month, I mentioned that it had been a while since I had been live, and now that I've been trying to stay, consistent with it, it's actually day 16. Today's the 16th day of going live, being consistent. Like I said, it wasn't the system, it's not the systems, it was me not staying consistent. All right, so with that, I think this is I think like three things that I've come up with that causes inconsistent results. When doing affiliate marketing. So the first one I believe is, like I mentioned, inconsistent action. All right, so you post a few days and then you disappear for a week. The algorithm, it forgets you and you have to start all the way back at zero. And then once the algorithm forgets you, then your audience forgets you as well, because your content is not being put in front of them as often as it was before, when you were being consistent those few days before you decide to vanish for like a week. I know there are things happen in life where you have to take a break. Um, like I said, life happens. Things with family, things like that, and you have to take that time to refocus. But I said that once that time has passed, that you've needed, then you should jump right back into it, and then start building that consistent action again. Okay, so momentum is built by small daily actions, that can compound over time. All right, so the first one is inconsistent action. All right, second one is switching strategies too soon. Every time something feels like it's slow, you jump, to a new course or a new system, a new traffic source. Um, but the results come from mastering one process, and not chasing everything. Okay, so that's kind of what I had to readjust, rethink, refocus when I started again. When I was trying to do everything, I was trying to be on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, TikTok, everything, and I was just all over the place. I was scattered, so I decided to refocus and just focus on one platform at a time and one system. I was jumping, course to course. Like, okay, this course isn't working. Maybe this one would be the next one. But I needed to master what the system was first before I could actually say, hey, this system either works or the system does not. Okay, so the second one is switching strategies too soon. Okay, the last and final one is a lack of tracking. If you don't measure what you're doing, you can't repeat it. You have to track your posts, track your clicks, track your leads weekly. I actually track all of my all of my stats daily. I guess I'm a little obsessed with numbers. I've kind of, been obsessed with, numbers, because that's the one thing that's consistent is numbers. Numbers don't lie. All right. So what you're doing, you're looking for patterns before changing directions. Okay. So again, track, track everything. Okay. All right. So the solution is easy. Well, it's simple, but it's not always easy. All right. So staying consistent with that, it takes work, um, and it takes a long time for it to actually grow roots. All right. So you have to stay consistent. All right. So, like always, in all of my lives, I'd like to ask a few questions. So the first one is: have you ever had a good week and then nothing? No results, nothing to post about, no wins, anything like that. All right. And if you did, what do you think was the cause of it? All right. Was it your posting routine? Did you take a break? Was it your mindset? Were you not focused? Or was it just losing focus? All right. So here's I guess the down and dirty. All right. Inconsistent results do not mean that you are failing. Okay. It means that you are still growing, but you haven't stabilized what the processes are yet. Okay. So hope that makes sense. I hope this helps someone. Just remember, stay consistent, and remember the three things. Stay consistent, take consistent action. Don't switch up too soon, and then you have to track everything. Make sure that you are tracking everything. All right. All right. Until next time, Leo out. Hope you guys have a great day.